Davon Jackon, that's your new name, by the way.
Donated $69.
It's your new name, Davon.
Men will say anything to women to get in their pants.
Will they buy
Snap
your...
out of it and get with reality.
The
right man will tell you the truth.
Will they what?
Will they, like, buy your new divorce lawyer and then fly out to California with you? And, A
guy did that?
Yeah. That's the ex that I got my gun from.
An old ex?
Yeah.
He paid for
and
the retrial lawyer.
And did you guys hook up?
Yeah.
Yeah, well then, yeah, of course.
Where's he now?
That's what you call
at the Airbnb.
Flown out. But yeah,
wait,
never mind.
No.
Oh, so you came with here?
Well, yeah, I invited him.
You came with him here?
Yeah. I was like, yo, come with me.
You said you're single.
Like, okay. Well, I am single.
You're literally gonna go fuck a guy tonight.
But
what?
Hold on. We're talking again and trying to get to know each other again. It's been like 5 years. But yes, I would literally marry him tomorrow.
Wait, so when did you re-link?
When I had to get my gun, and then we saw each other, and it was like, over with.
When was that?
A few weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago.
How many times have you guys been hanging out?
So I saw him that day. And then...
You guys live in the same city?
No.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Then after that, it was like, I don't know, he came to visit for this trip so he came Friday. And then we've just been around each other since then, just to see if it can work again, to like, because it's been a long time. Like, are we the same people? Do we want the same things? And
this is why I don't believe when women say they're single, like they're fucking at least one dude, bro. It's crazy. You said you were single. Didn't I ask if there's a guy in the picture? I don't know if you said no.
No. You didn't ask if there's a guy in the picture. You just asked if our relationship status.
Girl,
I don't want to say I'm in a relationship.
I'm single, but I've been fucking a guy for a month, and we took a trip together.
And he paid for my divorce lawyer. By the way, I would marry him tomorrow.
I would, because we have like 2.5. We were together 2.5 years the first one.
I'm single.
Well, we're figuring it out. Like, we might not end up together.
So, okay. But how long you been in Santa Barbara?
Since yesterday.
Okay. So have you been apart at all? Like, did you go out to get like a bite to eat and he stayed at the hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if a guy stepped to you and approached you and asked for your number,
I'm not interested in seeing anybody else.
So you're not single then?
Okay. Well, if that's the baseline, but it's hard to, like today's standards of what's dating is like viewed.
If you reject a guy who you would otherwise be interested in, you're not single. I think.
But I also kind of have, and she taught me this idea that like you're single until you're married. And I think that's a good point.
What? You're single until you're married?
Yeah.
A lot of women feel that way.
Stop. She belongs to the streets.
Yo, back to the streets you go.
No, I only sleep with one person at a time.
Imagine a girl said that shit. You've been dating her for 3 years. You're going to propose. Oh, I'm single. Fuck
well,
out
no,
here.
like.
Back to the streets.
It's only been a few days, okay? So.
It's been 3 weeks.
But you just said until marriage,
I didn't
single.
See him. Huh?
You just said until marriage, single.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long. I think it's a real possibility, at least, that could be the result.
Was he dating you while you were a stripper?
Yes. Yeah.
How much was your retrial
He's a provider
lawyer?
Too. $5,000, but my stepmom put a little towards it. So it's a lot. I can't talk too much about the retrial stuff either.
And he paid for your flight and the trip out here?
He did not pay for my flight. He paid for his own.
Oh, okay. So he joined you on the trip.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I suppose it's not as bad. You just reconnected and he's given you thousands of dollars?
Well, but we had a very special connection, and since then have not been able, like we both.
Special connection?
So he's like single 2 years after I broke up with him. And then I got married, and then he dated a girl for some years, and like we both realized like we were trying to.
Why did it end originally?
I wanted to move to Austin, and he was kind of anchored in the Dallas area. That's one reason.
This guy who's your ex, who you're now, he paid thousands of dollars for your retrial lawyer, used to date him while you were married to your husband. You were thinking of your ex.
Yeah, often.
During sex?
No. Jesus Christ, no.
You probably were. You just
No. I would tell you. I don't give a shit. No. Would I admit?
Just about how much you love this guy.
Wait, and did you
It took me a while to figure out. Like,
did you date
Were you
other
talking
guys?
to him while you were married?
Yes, but my husband knew, but it wasn't often. It was just like ever so often. Throughout the years, the here and there.
Red pill, massive red pill. And have you dated, besides your ex-husband, had you dated other men?
Like in between
So like you broke up with your ex, were there other guys?
No.
So it was ex, husband, back with the ex, who you loved the entire duration of your marriage with the guy.
Yeah, so sort of. After I left my husband, the ex had a girlfriend. So I did like go on a few dates with one other guy. But when I saw my ex, I had to go get my fucking gun, or else we would not have ever probably seen each other again. But then, yeah, I was told the other guy, I was like, hey, you know, I'm not with my ex or anything, but I'm just going to let you know I can't be with you after seeing him, or anybody for that matter. So I called that off, and now we're just like seeing if we're just romanticizing nostalgia or if it's like a genuine connection.
When you were doing stripping and OnlyFans, you meet this guy. You dated him, you loved him, you adored him, right? But you were a shithead. And so when he moved, you guys broke up, right? And this was mostly your fault.
That's a very short version.
Yeah, mostly your fault. Okay, so now you enter into your marriage. You get married to this guy. You think he's great at first. You marry. You're still secretly pining after your ex, though you have buried these feelings. And about the time that you get pregnant the first time, that's when you really decide, oh shit, I don't want to be married to this guy anymore. And that's when the feelings of the ex really begin to reawaken.
Well, that's when like all the abusive, crazy shit started to happen.
But that's when the feelings for the ex really started to unbury themselves.
Maybe after that, it kind of like unfolded very slowly.
Okay. And then it moves. Okay, got it. And then it moves now past this to you're divorced from the ex. You back up with him because you wanted to go get your boom boom stick, and he happened to have it for whatever reason. And there was a little bit more going on than just the boom boom stick. There was 2 boom boom sticks over there. Apparently, you wanted. So you go over there, right? You get both of them.
Mandivauer donated $69. This chick has officially made me want to shit in my pants.
So right. So
Okay,
then,
no.
Okay, no.
Hold on. I get divorced. I'm like, yo. And he's like, well, I have a girlfriend. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Wait. So you hit him up because you wanted to be with him?
I mean, yeah. Like,
But he had a girlfriend?
No. He had like hit me up over the years saying like, oof. And I feel so bad talking about this because I'm sure.
Yeah, it's fucking
she might be
horrible.
watching this.
Like, wait, your ex-husband, you were having an emotional affair with him because you were in love with this other guy?
Well.
And he was hitting you up and you were actually talking to him? And then we fast
Yeah, but
forward
my
to
husband
when you're
knew
divorced, you
because
hit
of
this other guy up. And hang on, I just want to make sure I got this right.
You don't
When you're
already.
divorced, you hit this other guy up and he's with a chick, and he's been with her for 3 years and he left her for you?
So here's the thing. I was already like done with my husband. We were legally married. Like I couldn't leave is the issue.
Why couldn't you leave?
I don't have any family in the state. I had 2 back-to-back births and like definitely couldn't financially leave, couldn't afford a divorce attorney. He's also telling me if I left it was scary.
Okay.
Okay. So I was kind of just like stuck for a while, and simultaneously he had been with the girl for a few years. It wasn't going anywhere. He wants a traditional woman, like someone to start a life with and have children, and she didn't want to do that. She wanted to do the boss babe. I'm getting my PhD. No, I'm not going to. He bought a house and he gave her the opportunity to move in with him and live there. So like it wasn't that serious. But they kind of just had like totally independent lives after 3 years. But essentially what happened is we found the opposite of each other, thinking that would be better. And then it very mutually
that sounds very romanticized and like
I'm not saying it's
and
healthy
it also sounds really like you're trying to fit the pieces together in order to form a narrative that you like, right?
Well, maybe, but I've talked to other people and dated other people, married other people, and I can at least speak for myself that's it's not. comparable.
Okay.
So listen. So he had texted me actually a few times, and I'm like, you know, well, are we gonna fucking do it or not? Because I'm not gonna do this while you have a girlfriend. So like, you have to get rid of the girlfriend. So then he's like, I don't know. It was pretty toxic with us. Maybe not. So then I go through a whole grieving process.
So he was still with the girlfriend, and you're the other woman?
No. We didn't do anything.
No. Wait. Back up. If you're telling him, if you want me, you have to ditch her. You're the other woman.
Okay, so yes, but nothing's happening at this point.
Yeah, I get it. You're not screwing him, but you're still the other woman.
Right. Okay, so sure. She was borrowing him for me, really. But yes, whatever. Anyway, I go through a whole grieving process. I'm like, fuck this. So by the time my house got broken into, I even brought a friend with me, had the friend knock on the door. I didn't want to see him. I didn't know how it was going to go. But I needed my fucking gun, because you apply for a gun mid-divorce in Texas. Apparently, they're not going to approve it until after your court date, because they're like, you might go kill your ex-husband.
What do you mean apply for a gun in Texas? You don't have to apply for guns?
You have to do a background check, and they can put holds on it, yes.
Yeah, for 3 days.
Nope.
Yeah.
I did it, Andrew.
So you got denied?
No, I didn't get denied. They just never fucking did anything.
What are you talking about? They ran the... Okay, you went down, you filled out your 4473.
Yes, and the people at Cabela's told me if you have a pending court date, it can take over a month. So I'm like, okay. So then she loans me a gun, and when the person breaks in my house, I noticed the trigger's pulled all the way back, so I couldn't even do anything like if I wanted to. And she didn't know that, by the way. So I'm like, fuck. And then I was just like so like shaken by the whole experience. I'm like, I have to go get my gun. So I did, and I had my friend knock and everything. And then he looked out the door and was just like staring.
And then that was it.
That was it.
Yeah. Even though you had been texting him and everything else for years.
Like once every 6 months or something.
You got to keep those coals burning.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a wild tale. I'm not gonna lie, wild tale. But okay. I mean, again, I don't know the intent, and I don't know all the details for the story, but I mean, it sounds fucking horrible, but I don't know all the details.